For of the formation of the world, when the land was formless like a jellyfish, the first deities came into being at the high plane of heaven, beginning with 3 primal kami, Amenomi Nakanushi, Takami Musubi, and Kami Musubi. 7 successive generations of god and goddesses came into being. The 7th generation consisted of the male kami, Izanagi, he who invites, and the female kami, Izanami, she who invites. The old generations of kami assigned Izanagi and Izanami the task of bringing order and structure to the shapeless chaos that was the world. To help them accomplish this, the couple were given a jeweled spear called Amano Nuboko from the heavenly floating bridge. Izanagi and Izanami peered down at the giant mass below, not knowing how to begin the work of creation. Finally, they tried stirring with chaos to the point of the spear. As the spear was lifted back up, a drop fell from it, creating the island Onogo. Izanagi and Izanami decided to make their home there, built a palace called 8-Measure Palace. In the very center of the palace stood the pillar, the heavenly August pillar. Establishing the new home, Izanami and Izanagi decided it was time to start a family. We circled the heavenly August pillar. Izanagi turning to the left, or Izanami moved to the right, so we met each other coming around. In spontaneous delight, Izanami exclaimed, "What a fine young man!" "What a fine young woman," said Izanagi in response. He then complained that Izanami should have left it to him to take the initiative. Uncertain of what to do next, the couple received some advice from 2 helpful bucktails. In due course, Izanami gave birth to a son, Hiroku, but the child was without limbs and boneless. The baby was placed in a boat made of reeds and abandoned to throw away to his melancholy fate. The enemy fans up, which may sound familiar, had served to use as inspiration for Azuma Tezuka's Dororo. Depressed, Izanami and Izanagi returned to heaven to ask the elder kami where they had gone wrong. The gods confirmed Izanagi's suspicion that Izanami had done wrong in greeting the husband first. It was unnatural for the female partner to take the initiative, which is why the offspring have been deformed. With this in mind, the couple returned to the palace to try again. This time, when he settled the pillar, Izanagi greeted his wife first, and she responded appropriately. Soon after, Izanami gave birth successfully to the islands of Awabeji, Shikoku, Okikoshi, and Sumi. Last of all, she delivered the last little island, Honshu. The couple gave the land they had brought into being the name of Oyashima Mokuni, meaning the land of 8 great lions. Following this, Izanami brought forth the smaller Aulai lions. Having given birth to the land, Izanami began to give birth to a kami that would give it shape. In turn, she brought forth the kami of the sea, of the wind, of trees and mountains, and other natural manifestations. In giving birth to the kami of fire, Arushi, she would burn to death, despite her husband's attempt to save her. As Izanagi died, further kami were born from the body. Death and soul had also entered the world. Grief-stricken, Izanagi wept. From his tears emanated further kami. Enraged, he carved the head of Kakuguchiutsi, whose birth had killed his wife. Further offspring were born from his bloody sword. After grieving for Izanami for a long time, Izanagi became determined to bring her back to life and set off for Yomi, the land of the dead. Eventually, after a long and perilous journey, Izanagi came to a great mansion, guarded at the front by fearsome demons. Creeping in through the back entrance, Izanagi found his wife. There was a joyful reunion. Izanagi was horrified to come across the body of his wife, now upon as just a rotten, decaying corpse. In revulsion terror, Izanagi turned to flee, pursued by the spurred corpse of his wife. Once Izanagi escaped from land of the dead, he decided to imprison Izanami by walling a huge lock to block the way entrance. The entrance to Yomi, covered by the lock, is said to be Ifuya Pass at Uzamu. Henceforth, Izanami became known as Yotsuru Pami, goddess of the dead. feeling intimidated by his visit to Yomi. Izanagi went to the plain of Aoigahara, by the riverbanks Tachibana and Himuka, and the End of Kyoshu, and purified himself by bathing in the river. On this purification ritual, the three most important Kai, the three precious children, was born. His three precious children was Tsukukomi, the moon kami, Sozanu, the storm kami, and finally there's Akumatsu, the sun goddess. Thank you for watching.